All right, guys, welcome back to round three of Second Wind Six, the Sinister Sixth. I'm Vincent Curkov, and with me today is Josh from Muse.
Hello, everybody.
All right, and I've got Josh on because his good buddy Gar made a big run at Second Wind, and we've got a
Yeah,
game of his.
yeah, yeah. I think it's the deepest he's gone. We've been playing these lists a lot, and I think it kind of paid off. He's getting pretty good with Spider-Foes. So, uh, yeah. I don't. We haven't even talked about this game, so I don't really know. Like, I think he gave me a few details. I know it's he's matched up against Runic Elk, who um, I know listens to both your cast, Vince, and our cast as well,
Mhm.
and comments in both discords. So I actually ended up playing Runic Elk later in the tournament, as I did not do as well as Gar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, you had some
um,
you had some tough opponents. You hit Nate, which is always going to be kind of rough.
yeah. That was in the last round. Yeah, playing against. I actually am kind of surprised that that's the first time that Nate and I have played a game. So that was nice.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, we thought maybe Gar was going to make final table. He had I think a close match with Chewy, which I think is also
Yep.
recorded um,
Yeah.
for round five. So if you're a Spider-Foes fan, watch for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm just really excited to cast all of the Apocalypse games because going into this weekend, I thought that model sucked. And then he went very far.
I had a mid-level opinion of him from just like a handful of games and reading his cards, but then I played. That was my round two opponent was Chewy,
All right.
and yeah, he gave me some newfound respect for it for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we're already into this game. We've got Magic
Yeah,
on the bottom picking up a thing, and now Lizard doing kind of the same thing. So our scenario is Paranoia pummels Populace and Sword establishes base on Moon's blue area. Um,
it's
Go
it's
ahead.
a little unusual that Gar lost priority and still got to play on the secures. I feel like that never. Maybe it's just my Inhumans secures, but I feel like that never happened. So this is his sword base, and he must have picked 15 for it. It looks like.
Yeah, that is also like my experience with most of like Marvel in general is that you pick your secures most of the time.
Webs are like the only one I
Hmm.
feel like it routinely will pick their extracts, um, and not always, but often.
Essentially, they care
Uh,
like, do you have gamma? And if not, they're
right,
totally happy to play on whatever you brought.
right, exactly.
All right.
Especially with restriction of researcher, I'm sure they'll pick their extracts less. Probably, I think that was a big motivating factor as well. So,
Yeah,
um,
for sure. So we got
yeah,
Rhino coming up here, making an attack into Lizard. Looks like we got a big block coming out of Lizard for no damage. Okay, so the teams are Runic Elk has Magic, Strange 2, Dr. Voodoo, and Rhino. His cards are The Bar with No Doors, Brace for Impact, Ironbound Books, Bane of Damballa, Journey Through Limbo, This is a Robbery. Gar is playing Dakok, Lizard, Namor, Goblin. I believe this is Gemless Namor. And
it is
then,
gemless Namor. Yep.
okay, cool. And then he's playing Brace, Fallback, Surprise Webhead, Sinister Traps, Recalibration Matrix, and that's it. Those are the five, right?
Yep.
So, because Runic has six because he's Convocation.
Did you see what he trapped? I didn't
I didn't
pick
catch
it
what he
up.
trapped either. I think it's got to be that top one with the token on it.
It makes sense. Yep.
Looks like it's like a Killmonger token or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. The top paranoia. Yep.
I really like the Namor splash here. I think
Yeah,
yeah.
he started playing Namor in the list at MashCon.
That's four damage from traps.
Yep.
Oh boy, who did
What
he?
did he catch with it?
So it's not Rhino. So it's got to be Voodoo.
Yeah. Well, that's nice to start out with 4 damage on Voodoo.
I do not think Voodoo's going to struggle for power this game.
No.
He may struggle to stay alive. Um, you'll love to see it. Wow. Yeah, but anyway, so like Namor, I think like the reroll helps the dice consistency of foes a lot, and then is also an extract drop for them.
Yeah.
And then
No, he. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and then where I've had the most success playing foes is on pay to flips like Sword Base, and just like Namor is the pay to flip god.
Absolutely. I don't know that he and I haven't talked a lot about his love for Namor and Spider-Foes. I know he played him. He wanted to play him for the first time. Before we went to NashCon, he put him in a list and tried him in a couple games and liked it enough that I was going to borrow his Namor for NashCon for my Inhumans list, and he was like, "Sorry, you can't borrow it." So I had to go out and buy my own box. I think I borrowed Nigel's or whatever, but it went well enough for him at NashCon that he didn't like going. Yeah, I think the pay to flips, I think the safe grab, those two things are big deals. Obviously, you have to babysit him a lot, but if you do that, I don't know. Are you on the Namor is busted and like above the curve, or are you on the Namor is totally fine and part of what makes Marvel Crisis Protocol fun?
I'm definitely more in the latter camp. Like he definitely is strong. Like let nobody kid you. Gar trying to drop an extract medium. I love the gamesmanship of it. Runic Elk on top of him though. So that's
good. That's good. Keep him honest. You gotta keep him honest.
Looks like Goblin came up and just absolutely spiked magic off the table.
Big roll into magic, yeah. That's my experience. Magic just dies. Anytime anybody looks at her, magic dies.
God. And Goblin having power early here is going to be a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. The old walk out of Strange. I like that.
Did he get to the... I have a hard time seeing where the back sword point, but he has to be on the other one, right?
He is on the other one. It's under that tire of that car.
So he's double flipped him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now
Ock doing the same thing.
Ock's doing the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're never going to see who controls this meteor, as it's completely off camera. The downside to the angled camera. All right.
So they're 2-2. Looks like we still have one paranoia on the ground. I'm not exactly sure. Looks like there's one on Lizard and one on Namor.
And one on Voodoo.
And one on Voodoo, right? The one that got trapped, yep. But he's got magic down and Voodoo on 2 health at the end of round 1. That seems...
It seems very good.
It seems like a strong start, yeah.
And it looks like, based on the card allotment, we can't really see with the dice cams here, but I think that looks like Bar with No Doors is on Voodoo, so Voodoo is the leader.
Okay. Trying to remember who he played it on. I think he put it on Baron Mordo when he played against me later in the day. But obviously no Mordo in this matchup.
Yeah. I love Gar's lie from here. Yeah.
Well, I mean it's his whole team faced up against 3-threat magic and
Rhino.
And Rhino, right?
Yeah.
And Voodoo and Strange are going to have a hard time contributing.
I mean, I think Strange can come show up to the party. The question is he going to die? Like, because he is so soft.
He's soft. He also spent both of his power, so I assume he's coming into round 2 on just 2 power.
No, he should be coming in. He makes 3 a turn.
Oh, you're right. He does make 3 a turn. I forgot that. So he'll be able to scalp himself if he needs to.
Yeah.
Or somebody else. Yep.
Yeah. His power economy is so goofy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so it sounds like Ironbound Book's coming up here, letting everybody use their Mystic defenses for physical attacks, which is essentially Gar's whole team except for Goblin.
Yeah. Ox got energy attacks.
Yeah, he's got the beam,
lasers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, just the incinerate beam, right?
Right.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Judge call.
Do you remember these judge calls off the top of your head?
I remember not off the top of my head here. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not even sure that. So this is me. I recognize the shoes. Uh, okay. Oh, I do remember this judge call. So this judge call is: Can Rhino see Namor, or does Namor get cover? And the answer is he can't
Oh,
see him.
yeah, because that's a size 4 in the center. Yep.
Yeah. So they're
Yeah.
like, is range 2 what matters for cover? And the answer is yes. But he can't see him. So
Yep. Yep. So score here should be 5-3 in favor of Gar, right? Coming in round 2.
yeah, because of the extra point off paranoia.
Paranoia. That objective scores so fast. I actually hate that extract because of how fast it scores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It scores so fast, and how brutal going up 3-1 can be,
Yeah.
specifically. Right, because even 2-1 here, like the difference is just that he has one less extract and he's not scoring the bonus point. And
So
then
I
suddenly
assume
he's
took a
chasing 2.
Yep. I assume took a swing at Lizard here and then just placed to get to the.
Yeah. It's Lizard or
Maybe it was
Magic.
Ock. Yeah, it might be Ock.
Oh, yeah, it might be
I
Ock
mean,
as well. It could be.
Yeah. It's probably Ock
All
based
right.
on where he ended up placing, and
Yeah.
then swings into Goblin.
I think this is in. Yeah, is it in the Goblin? Oh, yeah. Absolutely
Yep.
it is.
Yeah, at least the way he pointed.
Okay. So he's over here.
Now,
Oh,
gonna
I like this.
Throw the building.
Yeah, he's throwing the building at Goblin. This is great because it's going to deny Rhino the ability to throw the building at Goblin.
Oh, he's blowing it up. Yeah. Yep. Trick or treats.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Man, I love Goblin's design so much. I know he's like often maligned as a character.
I'll tell you, Gar likes playing Goblin's leadership far more than he likes playing Ox leadership. He usually feels like he's forced into playing Ox in some matchups just for the attrition, but he'd much rather play Goblin if he feels confident in his ability to play an aggressive game. And in the games that we played, I can't disagree with him. A lot of times it feels like Ock as a leader is just kind of slowing how, like, he's not losing as fast as he would with a different leadership. But Goblin, it feels like he can really press an advantage. I was surprised to see, with as many Spider-Foes players as there were in this tournament, that Gar was the only one that played Goblin, I think, in the entire second wind.
Yeah. I'm also surprised by that, but I think just the popular opinion is that Ock is just so much better than Goblin, but I really don't agree with that. I think as far as terms of the strength of just the model, ignoring the leadership, that they're very similar. Like one's a semi-mobile gun turret, the other is kind of a tanky scenario potato.
Yeah.
And I like Goblin because if Goblin dazes, he can actually punish you because he has with a ton of power, Goblin can put out a ton of damage.
Yep.
Ock can't spend his Ock is just as strong with 3 power as he is with 10 power.
Looks like Goblin's going into magic here.
All right. Shooting magic. She picks it up. Do you know which leadership he picked for this one? I guess I have access to that.
on bar, you mean?
Yeah, this is Green Goblin. He's playing Green.
Oh, this is Goblin's leadership. I'm pretty sure this is Goblin's leadership, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Hidden runs into spender range now. All right.
Trying to get magic off the table.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a big deal if he does. Like, getting no work out of her at all.
I can't tell what the symbols that look like little mushrooms are. Those skulls?
Yeah, those are skulls.
On Gar's dice? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like they have to be skulls, I guess.
Yeah.
These are the upsized dice you got for
absolutely.
the stream, right? Yeah.
Yeah, they're enormous. They're really, really readable. I know a lot of people complain about custom dice, as being tough to
Yep.
read, and some are way worse than others.
Yeah.
These are some of the
I
best
don't.
I've seen.
Yeah, I don't mind custom dice as long as they're legible. It's like when it's the same color symbol on the same color die. It's like, get out of here with that. But yeah, these are good. These are pretty easy to read. It's just a matter of me figuring out what symbol is what.
Yeah, Jacob showed these off for the first time at CarlCon and also delivered me a set that I requested. Because I can essentially never compete for a set of Jacob dice.
Yeah, sure.
Because
Yep.
they're at my event. And he handed me my set and then showed me these, and I was like, immediately regretted having asked for mine when I did, because these are so awesome. Like, just larger dice. Man,
Yeah.
AMG, if you want to sell a bucket of overpriced dice, just make them 25% bigger
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Yep. Absolutely. And make them readable. Which AMG's dice are. Both the red and the blues are readable. So
I still have
just stick
issues with
that.
the crit versus hit, but on their dice, but
Oh, really? Okay.
it's gotten better as I've played the game for several years now, but I like the first year playing the game, it was really brutal. All right. Looks like we got a magic spendering here.
That's
don't
what I
know.
was trying to figure out. I realize that I'm doing the thing that I hate, which is not talking about the game as a
Yeah,
comment
yeah,
while we watch the game. Yeah, so I'll knock it off. I'll knock it off, listeners. We'll focus on the game.
Well, if that is a split, she counts just the opponent's skulls
I believe she counts the
or both?
opponent's skulls. I think it's just it might be both.
Both attack and
me-
defense roll.
Okay.
So that's an insane roll if that's Dark Child.
Yep.
And it
That
kind of
just
has
put
to be
Ock
because
down.
it's
Yeah.
range. She's from 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it dazed Doc. Yep. But is that a hex? Did she hex her? Like,
Is
now I
his-
don't understand
Is he
it putting
using
the
the hexes
tokens
as
out.
activated tokens?
Oh, that could be.
Is
That
that what
could
he's doing? I mean, that's what that token is supposed to be.
Yeah, because it looks like she's poisoned and incinerated from Goblin, but
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it has to be an activated token.
All right, so now Gar is coming back into Magic with somebody.
I think this is.
Yeah, he's removed her with some
I-
attack, but I,
I
don't
think
know
it's-
what.
It's.
Surprise
It's got
webhead.
5 dice. Oh yeah, it's probably surprise webhead.
I don't know if he's gonna flip his card here or not if he played it, but
Because I'm like, well, I don't know what 5 dice.
because Goblin already attacked and activated, and Ock is dazed as near as I can tell. So
And
I'm not
lizard's
sure.
only 4 dice. Oh no, it's
Right.
it's probably a lizard attack, and the crit made it 5.
Ah ha ha. Yep, that makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And yeah, man, this is just the thing that I don't like about Magic is just like how easily she dies. Like she can really like
Yeah.
crank damage, and she did just like kill Ock from full essentially.
She did. Yep.
Who's
And I don't know if did he bring Journey to Limbo? Was that in his 5 cards? I should look at the list. You sent me.
Yes.
So I mean, I love that card. I've been got by that card many a time. I love her mobility, but yeah, she folds so quickly if you pay any attention to her.
Yeah, she needs like if she had like stealth or any kind of defensive mechanic,
Yep.
anything to play around with instead of just
Yep.
being like a Def 3 Dorkosaurus.
Or maybe if she just counted skulls as
Oh, yeah.
defense, skulls in the opponent's rolls, or whatever,
Or
in
could
her
pay
roll.
for it or just something small.
Yeah, something Dormammu sized. Yeah, yeah, or styled. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. All right, and we got Strange making a Mystic Attack into Namor here. He's got a
Yeah.
Pierce on his Mystic Attack, right? Or I'm not making that up, right?
He has reverse pierce on his defense, but I don't think he's got a pierce on his mystic attack.
He does have a Pierce on his Mystic Attack.
Okay,
so
well
this is...
here you go. You know, and I don't.
Yeah, all right. So that's big. You're just going to be real flush. Because, like...
he needs Strange to do some lifting here. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, boy.
It's a spicy roll.
Oh, man. This is 5 with a Pierce?
Yep. Is this into Namor? Is that
Yeah.
his? Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks like he's in the mode of
All right. So
doing extra
Gar
attacks.
burns
Recal.
Recal. Yep. Uh,
Cock dice rolls into a blank.
so 3. I can't tell if that's a
Uh,
hit or a skull or a shield or a skull on the
It's
die.
it's a skull.
On Gar's
So it's
die. Okay.
oh, and Gar's
Yep.
die. Gar's die is a crit.
Yeah. It is. Okay.
Um, so we got so 3 to 1. It should be 2 damage through, which shouldn't kill him because the pierce should have already happened before recal.
Yep. We'll see if they realize that or not, though.
Okay, he's just flipping over Sinister Traps. He's not playing that card. I don't think a fallback.
Look at
you think
see how experienced you are with this. Like I was like, man, I have no idea what's going on with his second tactics card, and you're just like, yeah, I gotta figure it out. No problem.
Yeah, we've done a bunch of these.
All right, so he did daze Namor.
Okay. Yeah, unless I'm misreading the board state, he should have lived on 1. Oh well. People miss stuff all the time. There's been a bunch in this series because, I don't know. Long day.
It's possible Guard just didn't appropriately put damage counters onto his card initially, but
oh yeah, I guess it's also possible.
like over the two attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So dazes him. All right. I think.
I mean that's what he needed, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
needed. I think we're thinking about some scalpels going on here. Oh.
I think
why
we're
is
just moving into because Gar's done activating.
is Rhino gone?
Yeah,
oh,
Rhino.
No, Rhino is
was,
the Convocation player's character.
Correct.
Never mind.
Correct. Yeah.
I figured it out.
Yeah, it is confusing. So yeah, Gar's done. He got Doc and Namor dazed before they activated. So this is a pretty big swing turn for Runic Elk.
Yeah. Should be all right. I love that we've got a game in our hands. I was a little bit worried with that opening being as strong as it was.
Yeah. So it's impossible to know if he flipped anything, but it doesn't look like he did because it looks like he's too far away to be within 1 of the sword base point. So
yeah, and
I'm not sure that the sword. Well, here I guess you've got it in the.
Yeah.
I didn't realize until just now that you have the score tracker in the bottom corner.
Yeah, the score tracker's in the bottom, and it's just a video of their actual score tracker. So
it's perfect.
It should rarely disagree with what they think the board state is.
Yeah, that's good.
Important note here is that Ironbound Books did return to Runic Elk's hand because Magic KO'd.
Yep. It looks like Runic Elk should have 3 paranoia.
3 paranoia points? Probably 4, right? Because he's holding 3.
No, Lizard still has 1.
Well, but the extra point, right?
Oh, yes. He's getting 4 points, but I mean, he actually has 3 of the 4 physical extra. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, we agree there. Yeah, because he can't have 4 because there's only 3 characters.
That's true.
It does make it tough.
True. Yeah.
All right.
And I can't tell.
Oh, and he's going to get a sword push here. Oh, boy.
So he's got 3 of the 4 swords then. Does he Strange must have flipped the one after Daisy Namor.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell the color of that top bit. It flips from red to blue on either side. But he must have flipped Strange must have flipped the point that he's standing over on the truck.
Yeah, especially because he automatically gets it after he dazes Namor.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have to roll.
Right, exactly.
All right, we've got Imperious Rex coming out of Namor. He's going somewhere. Okay, he's sitting back down. Never mind. It's like, but yeah, kind of back to your question about Namor being a problem child. I don't think he's ruining the game because he's kind of like, he is very much a Swiss Army knife, but he's kind of like, unless the thing you need him to do is pay to flips, he's kind of second best in the game at anything he attempts to do.
Sure.
Or maybe not even second best, maybe
And
like
I was
tier
gonna
two.
say, probably not even second best, right? Like he certainly is not my first choice of what I want as an extract stealer.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would rather like if all I care about is a safe grabber. I'd probably rather play ASM, right? Like he's
Yeah.
much more survivable after he grabs it or whatever. So yeah, I agree with you on that front.
Yeah, absolutely. And like like I play with the time gem, so 6 threat is like
Yeah,
5 and 6
very
threat.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
He's a pricey character. Like you could have a Hulk and instead you have a Namor.
yeah. I see his ubiquity in lists as more a function of that Swiss Army knife. Like he can bring something for a lot of situations, and every list is going to want that, as opposed to this model is so broken that it has to go in every list.
Yeah. And
So,
he's really good into a bunch of the current problem children. Like him having access to that stagger and ignore damage reduction makes him good into both Thanos and Thor too.
yep.
Both of which are characters that are survivable because of damage reduction effects, Odin's or the DR on Thanos, and then both those models really heavily rely on having both of their actions.
Yeah.
And so I think that's also part of his ubiquity here. Okay, so looks like a charge, and I think that judgment token is acting as a stagger on.
That's my guess. I'm thinking he tried to
Strange.
stagger Strange, and now I wonder if he's going to try to finish Voodoo before he activates, and that's why he charged to where he charged to. Because otherwise, why leave the point?
Yeah, I suspect this is a spender, mostly because it's 7 dice.
Oh yeah.
And it's got 6 hits, so I like its odds to kill him here. I don't know what mode he picked.
I would. I would. If it were me, I would pick the interact with the token for free after they drop it, and then the move. Because
Oh yeah, because Voodoo's only on 2 here, so you don't need to do the drop. Yeah, and then
Assuming that's where this attack is going. Yeah. Yeah.
And it lets you surf back to the point and then try to flip it.
Right. Right.
I wonder if he can reach the top left point. That might be worth going for.
Yeah. If he can get Namor to flip those points over, it's going to be a lot harder for Runic Elk to. Well, he's got Rhino. Rhino can get around.
Oh. No, this is a spender on Octopus into Strange.
Okay. Oh, because he deals the damage to. Is it 2 damage? It's just 1 damage.
It's just
isn't it?
1 damage, but he leaves Voodoo on 1. Did Voodoo take damage from something else? Oh, from picking up the paranoia.
Oh, right. He got trapped for 4 and picked up the paranoia for 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
100%.
I like this line a lot. Then, like him being on only 1, that changes it a lot for me. Yeah. Did he get Strange? Strange is still up.
Why charge to that spot though? Because it's that the octopus measures from Strange, not from Namor.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know why I go over there, especially maybe just to get him out of Rhino.
That could be. That could be.
I might have tried to charge over to his other group and try to put more of the foes in the bubble.
Right.
But I like that spender play on
Strange. Yeah, that's good. That's good play with Voodoo being on 1. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I actually did this to Runic Elk later in the day with the exact same thing to kill his Loki. So that was on 1. So he got by both Muse boys and their Namors.
All right. Rhino slides in. Goblin trick-or-treats the lamppost at him. So he blocks all of it, but I think it's just important to get the damage access gone.
Yeah.
Maybe you hold that. I don't know. I don't know how many hit points Goblin has, but I'd be worried about that size 3 coming at Ock or something. The coffee shop above Ock.
Yeah.
Okay, big defense roll coming out of Goblin here.
Is Trick or Treat once per turn? Or can he do it again if he has the power?
Oh, it might not be once per turn. I remember on the podcast saying it was once per turn and it not being.
Okay.
Uh,
We'll
it
see, I
sure
guess, if he
isn't
is.
once per turn.
Okay, so,
Uh, yeah, so if he's flush, like, why not?
right.
All right, punching Goblin again. All right, pretty average there. Oh man, this run of dice out of Goblin. My Goblin never does this.
You got to get good.
Yeah, absolutely. No, my Goblin only rolls hits. He's all offense. He's like
Gotcha. That's in character, at least.
yeah, he'll run directly into his own glider if it all
Exactly.
if you let him. All right. So it doesn't look like Runic Elk got the work done there that he wanted. Strange, I think, alive on one. I'm very surprised Strange didn't go there, and that they went with Rhino instead.
I don't know if he just was dissuaded by the stagger token, but yeah.
Yeah.
This Strange doesn't heal himself, right?
This
At
Strange
all.
does with the AoE
Oh,
attack.
his AoE attack. Yep, that's right. Yeah, he could have had a pretty good AoE there. Oh, but I guess he can't move and do it with
Well,
the stagger.
he would have to scalpel himself and then do it, and I think that's his whole
That's true.
stack, right?
It's probably worth it, though.
Well, I guess the other question is like, are you making progress on the scenario? I guess it depends on how much damage you do to Lizard.
Yeah.
Because like his Elk's out is winning the scenario. Like he is running out of material. And yes, that would be he would have to have the full 10 to do that. So
That he might be shy of, it looks like.
6, 7, 8, 9. No, he has the full 10, assuming that that's
Okay.
not an activated token, and it's an
Gotcha.
upside down power token.
Yep, yep.
All right. All right. Thinking about doing some Ock stuff. Yeah, I mean, Ock picking that up and trying to run the bases, I like a lot.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure that there's another. Unless you want to. I mean, if Strange is on one power and did he just go? Or did he get moved? Did he get thrown by Ock?
I think he got thrown by Ock,
Yeah, that makes more sense. I was trying to figure out what had happened to him, but yeah.
and Brace came down to protect him.
Yep. Yep.
Um, okay. He's going to do the 4-die beam to try to get around Ironbound Books.
Yep.
Uh,
He also catches both
He
characters
does.
with it.
I think he's a little bit greedy, but okay. So we've got the Agamotto reroll coming here.
Looks like
Okay, so he blocks one, takes one. Ock gets a power here for the crit.
Saddle Days Strange. Yep.
Yeah,
Days
all right.
Strange.
If they're, I always forget the Strange is only Def 3 miss or on energy.
Yeah.
All right, picks it up, takes a damage. I think they skipped the Rhino thing. Nope, now they're rewinding. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So the attack onto Rhino now.
Yep.
He's blocked it. Yeah, no reason to Oscorp here. Oh, I guess that beam, as long as you have enough hits, as long as you have like 1 or 2 hits, it's actually pretty likely to kill Strange because you can Oscorp His
His
reverse.
reverse pierce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before he has his pierce goes before reverse pierce. Or Goblin's version of pierce.
Right. Right. Yep.
Um, how did Goblin just move? What is going on? Was that surprise webhead? Am I confused? Or was it just a Goblin shot?
I don't feel like. How did Goblin move?
Or how did Strange move, I guess?
Strange moved, I was fairly certain, from a throw from Ock. I think that we were right about that. Ock throws Strange into Rhino braces.
Mm-hmm.
Ock beams, and then maybe
Yeah, and then Ock beams maybe.
And then maybe is this? So here's like a hyper aggressive move. Is this off the beam? Why did Goblin move?
Yeah, why did Goblin move? I don't. I don't
so
know.
Weird. Shit. Sometimes this is like, it's like you have to be a detective.
Yeah. All right, here we go, Lizard. Let's run the bases a little bit. Yeah. Point, get that guy. I don't think he's going to make it to the other one, but you got to try.
Shouldn't be able to get to the other, I don't think.
Yeah, but I still think you move over there. You got to start.
Yeah, he can flip the other two next turn. So now he's counting up points. Like, Ock doesn't have anything that moves that I'm forgetting about that moves a friend lead, right?
I don't think so. God, I bet you it's so obvious and we just don't know what's going on. Because fallback, brace, surprise webhead are the cards that are remaining. I don't think that was a fallback happening.
Right. Yeah, there's nothing about Ock that moves anybody.
Did he because you can't hit and run with surprise webhead.
Right, because it's an action. Yeah.
Maybe Goblin just went.
But hadn't he already gone?
No, he didn't. He blew up the buildings on Rhino. I think it was just Goblin activated, and we were just talking for so long that we.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're probably right.
We're really showing ourselves to be experts of the craft here.
Indeed. Sorry, Gar. Sorry, bud. Sorry for doubting you.
All right.
All right. So it's close game here.
13-14. I don't think anybody gets a push here.
No, they should be even up. I think Gar controls both of the closest to us, closest to the viewer, or the bottom of the table, however you want to put it. Sword bases, and Renegel controls both of the top two. But Renegel's definitely in a rough position because Gar's got 3 of the 4 paranoias, and Lizard is primed to flip those 2 sword points. So
and there's no books this turn.
Yes, right.
This has got to be.
It only comes back on a KO, right?
Yeah, on a KO, and they removed the thing where you do it with grunts.
Right.
Thank God. That was so stupid.
I don't know if Convocation needed a nerf, but
you're probably right, but
consistency at least in the rules writing.
It was a matter of time before a grunt got released that really made that just the most broken thing in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I think I like Strange teleporting, spendering the whole group, and then using his other builder. Because I believe his AoE attack doesn't damage friendlies, and instead heals them or something.
I'm fairly certain that you're correct.
Yeah, allied characters don't suffer damage. And then for each, if you roll Shield Wild, every ally within 2 that's in the AoE removes damage. All right, no, it's going to be Rhino first.
Rhino throwing size 4 into somebody.
I guess he's just worried about losing the activation.
Does Gar not still have brace? Did he use it earlier, or did he?
I think he just played. Did he just play? He just played it now, right?
Yeah. So that feels
That feels great.
rough when Brace is on the like for a runic elk, it feels rough when
Oh
Brace
yeah.
is on the board to use it there to make your activation
Oh my
prio
god.
activation or that.
This absolute brick wall of a defensive roll.
Sure is.
And Ock nets a power off his scientific hubris. All right. Okay, and now
like
he's gonna fall back. I don't. Does he get out? I guess he does if he doesn't play space because he's medium. All right, spends to flip.
I'm surprised Goblin didn't blow up that.
Yeah,
Bodega.
me too. He must not have the power. We can't see it.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's because Rhino went completely naked on power there.
Oh, that could be, and he doesn't want to give him.
He doesn't want to give him
anymore.
slide money.
Yeah.
All right, another attack into Doc Ock. So as long as this doesn't spike 3 onto Ock, he's not going to have to worry about the throw. There's those crits. Love to see them. I can too. 1. All right. Yeah. Takes a damage and a scientific hubris power, and the power from the leadership. Fun. Or he already has, or not the power from the leadership. What am I talking
Not
about?
power from the leadership.
He's on
yeah,
Goblin leadership.
He's on Goblin leadership. Yeah.
All right. Looks like failed the flip and past turn. Man, his Rhino has just let him down.
Yep. I'm not sure that I really like Rhino there. I think you're right that that Strange is the play.
Yeah.
Saving Rhino for later. The fact that Gar still had Brace made Rhino's turn so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
And like you have to tease it out at some point, obviously, but I don't like leading off this turn.
And you get to go with that spender, and you get like multiple like Eye of Agamotto attempts with that spender to try to like spike damage somewhere, and then you just take your follow up of like doing a mystic attack into whoever you spiked the hardest.
Right.
To try to take a meaningful activation off the table. And if
right.
You could potentially heal all of that damage off of Rhino if you're lucky, but you probably get 1 or 2 of it off of him, and that makes him pretty likely to activate.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I think that was the play.
Mm-hmm.
We go into our last TTC here for Gar.
All right, charge coming out of Namor. God, I love this dude so much. This dude reels so hard. All right. And because it's physical and books is down.
It's straight up 3 dice, yeah.
Yeah, no reverse pierce. He does have... It's interesting that Runic here has had Bar with No Doors in the reroll mode the entire game, essentially.
He did that against me too, which was surprising. I've never seen any other Convocation player do that.
Yeah, most of them only flip it to that side in desperation of like, I have to daze a thing or I lose.
Yep.
They usually sit in Circle of the Cosmos where they can jump around. I don't even know the name of this side of the card.
Is it the Moons of Munipur or something like that?
That really sounds right.
Yeah. Look at me knowing something.
Yeah, it's
Marvel
Moons of
related.
Munipur. Yeah, you're freaking killing it. Look
yeah.
at this guy over here.
Josh Maxon, Convocation expert.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you taking Convocation next year, the second one?
Obviously.
Since you know them so well?
Yeah, clearly.
All right. What do we got going on here? All right. So
this is a surprise webhead he's debating on, right? Like that's his last
it looks
card,
like
we haven't...
this whatchamacallit, this activation out of uh, Namor whiffed on Strange, and so then
Yep.
he audibled to fighting Rhino and put a punch into Rhino, and Rhino's on 2 now.
Okay.
And he surfed across him. And now we're going for a surprise web head to try to get this off of
Rhino
Rhino.
done. Rhino done.
Yeah.
But like,
I think it's
Rhino's
just
done
Ock,
for the
though.
turn.
Yeah, he's holding an objective, though.
Oh, he is. I guess that's true.
Okay. Okay, so...
A lizard and Ock
Yeah.
are paying for it, looks like.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, if it's just
Just
lizard
4?
and Ock paying for it, Goblin must be power short,
Yeah.
right?
All right. Kills him with the first one because of wilds are dumb on...
Yep. On
Stick.
Ock. Yep.
All right. And scoops up that extract. I think that's a pretty good surprise web head.
Yeah.
Having rescuing what is probably a pretty terrible Namor activation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 3
Dealing a
damage,
couple
no
points.
stagger. Didn't make the power to get the drop.
Should Runic Elk have aggressived off that Namor attack in an effort to
Get out?
Then he just ends up next. Yeah, I don't.
I don't think
know.
it's.
I don't-
I think it's really not
yeah.
obvious that he's going to play surprise web head there.
It's not, and he also has his body on the sword point, but I guess he doesn't control that sword point, so that's sort of irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. Now here we go. This is the big AOE coming in.
Yep. Yep.
All right. Missing the wild for all the fun triggers.
The wild is the one that heals. Is that right?
Everything's
Or is it
off the
shield?
wild, and
Okay.
then there's other stuff. Yeah, so it's wild remove conditions, wild shield heal.
Okay.
So I think largely just looking to do damage here. It's just because the
Yeah,
healing's not
I
going
was
to be
trying to
relevant on
figure out-
anyone.
It's hard to tell who they're like who is who for each of these rolls here. I guess we can watch Gar for where he puts damage, but
I think this is into Goblin.
there he gets the wild, but no shield.
Yeah, the triggers aren't going to matter because Rhino dazed. So
Oh, because
Rhino.
Rhino stays. Yep.
Yep.
You're right.
That's gonna. Looks like that's gonna be dead Ock.
Lock. Okay.
So I'm just wrong.
Well, I mean, the way Gar was grabbing him. Oh, because he's got to put the token
Mhm.
down. Yep, the paranoia down.
Yeah. All right. That's dead
Yep.
Ock. Okay. And the last one into Goblin. Dude, Strange 2 is so spooky because, like, he often does very little in games, but sometimes he can just, like, live forever and kill your whole team.
He's an exceedingly frustrating model to play against in some games for that exact reason. Yeah, that's a hot roll.
That's a hot roll. It's a 4. It sounded
Yeah,
like
is
4
that-
damage through on Goblin. Yeah, because the
Goblin not dazing from it. I guess not. Goblin hasn't dazed yet, right?
I don't think Goblin's taken an attack yet.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And
Follow up daggers.
why is it only 4 dice?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. He's not shocked as near as I can tell.
No, and if he was shocked, he'd have removed the condition like 3 times.
Right.
All right. Shooting a reroll off. All right. So 1 blocks it with
One
Goblin.
Blocks it. Yep. Yep. Days on Goblin there would have been
It would have been
obviously
huge, gigantic.
huge. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Goblin's just what... If Goblin can kill Voodoo here, I think it should wrap the game up.
That is a tall order, right? Voodoo's full health with
And,
Brother
and
Daniel on
immune
him.
to Incinerate, which is a
Yeah.
lot of Goblin's
A lot
bonus
of-
damage.
Yep.
I think Goblin's in the reroll bubble, though.
That's a long two,
It
but
is a
it's
long
not.
2, but also like our parallax is awful here.
You're right. You're right.
Also, it's very relevant that Strange didn't get a damage through there on Goblin because he couldn't pick up the extract.
Yep.
Because teleport spenders all his power, so that other one needs to build a power to be able to pick up that extract. Lizard's only on 1 power. Okay.
So the thing I'm trying to figure out is, like
Okay.
it feels like if Lizard flips both the far points, like the Voodoo can't possibly do enough, right? Like to win the game.
All right. So it looks like walk, flip, and then a gunshot out of Goblin into probably
I
Voodoo.
would think Voodoo.
That's-
Yeah, yeah. But
Fishing for the power. Okay, and he hid and runs away. Okay.
okay,
Is Goblin
We got a
holding
parent-
an objective?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. So there's one paranoia on the board. There's one paranoia on Lizard. So where are the other two?
There's one on
still,
Namor.
Voodoo doesn't have one. So Namor's got one. So Goblin has to have one.
Goblin has to have one.
Unless Strange doesn't have one, right? It's hard
No,
to tell.
Strange freed up the one. And there's not
Yep.
one on his card unless it's in that
Yep,
absolute
yep,
corner of the card where we can't see
right.
it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yeah, it's got Goblin has to have one.
Yeah. All right. If that's the case, I think Voodoo's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah. I can't imagine what Voodoo can do. I think at this point he's gotta keep Lizard from flipping the points, but even that's not enough, is it?
Well,
Is
also
Gar
what can he
behind
do?
one? Is Gar behind one or is he up one?
Man, who is does he use an Immortal Hulk token as his
He
score
might.
tracker?
He might. We usually just use my board, so I don't know what he does.
I think Gar is up 1, is what I think
Yeah.
is going on.
I think that's true too. So
Voodoo
he's
can
2,
interact with
3.
Voodoo interacts with Lizard essentially not at all here though. Like it's like walk, single 5-die punch, can't do anything else to him.
He can throw him with his spender.
No, he can't. He's too big. And
Oh, is Voodoo size 2? I thought for whatever reason I was thinking he was size 3.
I'm saying
'cause his-
Voodoo interacting with Lizard, not Lizard interacting with Voodoo.
No. That's what I'm saying. Voodoo's builder is the throw on his builder. I thought was size 3, but maybe
No,
it's
only size 2. I bumped
he
into this
used
the
to be
other
able
day.
to. He used to be able to throw size 3 before they removed the throw off of his card, so it confuses me why it downsized his.
Yeah, so it used to switch based on whether he had Daniel or not.
Right. Oh yeah.
And I think
So
it
then
was
they
like always size 2 characters and then size 3 terrain if he had Daniel,
You're
or
right.
maybe vice versa. It was something like that.
No, you're exactly right. It was always size 2 characters and size 3 terrain if he had Daniel. Yep, that's right. You remember better than I do, and I played the guy for a year before I switched to humans. So.
Well, I mean, I played everything in this game that was broken, so I played quite a bit of Voodoo.
Fair enough.
And I'm playing him a bunch now because I'm like you. I'm on the Midnight Suns train.
Yeah. Are you enjoying that? It sounded like in the most recent cast at the end you were having fun with it.
Yeah, I'm having a good time with it. I'm bad at bump, man.
Are you?
I have it just goes. I don't know how far it goes. I'm wrong a lot. All right.
Yes. The amount of time it takes you to get your eye on what a medium base bump actually is, or the huge base bump actually is it's a hard thing. This is got to be a spirit venom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, there's a spirit venom into I think Namor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's the only guy that Voodoo can hit with a spirit venom.
Yeah, not a particularly great roll. 1 soul burn and 3 total hits.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you're in trouble.
I'm not sure what's the thought there. Like,
if you one-shot him,
Namor, yep.
If you one-shot him, pick it up, walk, flip.
How much power did Voodoo have going into that? Is he at the top or?
So he's the one that's covered by the thing. I think he's naked now.
Okay.
which means he
So
didn't
not
have
enough
to spend the 5 to make
right, to
name or
possess.
drop it.
Yeah. So that's pretty academic at this point. I mean, I feel like it was fairly academic anyway at that
Yep.
point. Yeah, that's the end of the game. I'm not sure that there's anything Voodoo could have done. I think your opening gambit of going with Strange first, particularly in light of Imperious Rex potentially staggering Strange if you don't go with him first, like getting off the AoE and saving Rhino for, see what happens from the AoE and what Strange can do, and then use Rhino after that, and Voodoo as the last model makes more sense. But I do think Runic Elk was in a pretty tough place there. I think Gar had a very strong turn ahead of that one, and started strong, of course. So
Yeah, I agree with you there. But it was great. We're gonna see Gar again in a later video.
hopefully you have somebody on that does him more justice than me rambling.
Well, we'll see if Alex's schedule frees up. It's one of the ones I'm still trying to schedule.
Nice.
But hey, if people want to hear more from you and Gar, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find us Muse on Minis. We should be on all the major podcast networks at this point. We've got a lot of Marvel Crisis Protocol talk. We also do some other games, but those casts will be clearly labeled what the game is. So check us out. Come listen to us. We've been doing it for a while. It's basically just a bunch of idiots hanging out kind of vibe. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, which is why you're on.
Thanks, Vince.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So make sure you guys go find Josh on Muse on Minis. So this has been Josh Maxon and Vincent Curkov. And don't forget that fun is a finite resource.